coming. And I'm like, okay, Mama, you have to come to the studio today. And she's like, yeah, I've been wanting to. We have, I'll call Barrister. Who Barrister first before the introduction? We have Barrister Adiola Olatunbosun in the house. Barrister, it's good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
I love your attire.
I love it.
It's so pretty. So how's it been for you all this while? Because I know you're retired, and of course, you've been trying to take it one step at a time.
Yeah. It's been fantastic because, basically I've worked all my life since I was 17, doing one thing or the other. And now I have to do nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, that's beautiful. Well, you might be wondering who she is. Well, Barrister Adiola Olatunbosun is a retired chief magistrate in Lagos State. And of course, she is a consultant. Anything you want to know. You want to, I don't know, well, not for the herbalist, right?
No, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
We don't do that.
She's a consultant for every other thing you want to consult her for, except that one. Well, we'll be going into the program proper very soon, but let's go for a short break and an event. Now, it depends on who's in control. If you want to play the Adira or you want to play the Lagos Festival, it's up to you. And let's have one event to start up our Friday. I'll be right back to the studio to continue the program. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner, and that was an amazing performance by Precious. I love that event. It was beautiful. And of course, today we're talking about something very interesting, gratitude. What can that be?
Our topic for today is very interesting.
Very
mind-blowing.
I know
very,
you like it.
My God. Okay, so our topic for today is women's rights and equality. Talking about gender equality, legal rights, gender-based violence, and advocacy efforts. So, Ma, my question to you, because we all know, or I know, that one of the root problems or the root causes for gender equality is this some common stereotypes that women can't be leaders, women are meant to be in the kitchen, not in front of or leading people. So what can we do to change this narrative, to change this stereotype, so women can be given opportunity to do so many things out there in the society?
Well, okay, first and foremost, the three of us sitting here, we're women. And with all due respect to the men, we're women of timber and caliber. We're women who are excelling. So obviously, we don't have any ceiling, whether glass ceiling or paper ceiling or whatever. We have gotten to where we really need to be. So that being said, we are the ones who have to tell people, be the advocates, speak out. A human being is a human being. Whether male or female. And when does it start? When the baby is born. When a woman gets pregnant, whether she's having a boy or a girl, it's the same process to get pregnant, the same process to bring forth the baby. And it's the same process to nurture the baby. So why would you say one baby is less important
than the
other? All babies are human. So we three sitting down here can start. All children are human. All babies are babies. And that's just the baseline. Then you take it a step further. The child has to go to school. Don't say, oh, because you're female, when you come back from school, you have to cook while your brother plays football or watches television. It's the same process. So we really have to speak out. A child is a child is a child. Yeah, so that's the first thing. Then we can now go a step further and look at the future. If I'm a lawyer, the stress I went through to become a lawyer was no different from what my male colleagues went through. You know, it was like a lawyer is a lawyer is a lawyer. And funnily enough, we're even referred to as he. You know, and when you get to the bench, it's like his honor or my lord. Once in a while you hear my ladyship and things like that. But, you know, so we have to speak out and let people know that gender disparity is a thing, but I can start the process of saying, no, I'm if not better than all men around me. You can start. You can start.
Yeah.
And we take it from there. A child is a child. A human is a human.
Right.
And I also believe, in addition, that we should stop saying, I'm fighting for women's rights, I'm fighting for this. No!
Really?
Fight for human rights.
For human rights,
yes.
okay.
Fight for human rights.
So no specifications?
No, I mean, you can't tell me that because I'm a woman, I can't drive a trailer if I want to drive a trailer or a truck.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you have to say, okay, maybe every truck that you see on the roads now, 30% must be driven by women.
By women.
If I want to drive a truck, I will drive a truck. What do you mean 30%? You know, there was an incident recently when I said I wanted a gun. Don't ask what I wanted it for. And I was told that, no, you cannot have a gun. That the only license they give, maybe that was wrong information, I don't know, to individuals is hunter's license.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, you know, I could be a hunter. I mean, it was just an academic discussion. And they were like, no, we don't give women, I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that was what I was told. And, you know, I just, well, if I really, really want a gun, first of all, I have to learn how to shoot.
Shoot, right?
Yes.
Before you think about owning.
Yes. I mean, it was just an academic discussion. But it's my right to have a gun if I want a gun. You can't say because you're female, you shouldn't have one. You have good female hunters. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, now I love the angle you took that from, in fact, from the base, which is being a child.
Yeah.
Shadi mentioned the fact that every child is born the same way, either a male or a female.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, do you think that maybe the reason why a lot of people try to specify to say we want gender inequality out and it should be like everyone should be equal is probably because they feel that men are more logical in thinking and women work more with the emotions. Do you think that could have been probably one of the reasons why we have maybe the issues we have now stemmed from there? Like they feel like, okay, women are good, but from the training that we usually have at home as an African child is that you cook, you clean, you do every other thing. And most times they'll tell you you're the one that mend the home, you're the one that keep the home. So you are they kind of train you just to be emotionally stable, emotionally focused, not really logically thinking. You understand? I don't know if you know where I'm driving at. But at the end of the day, people still believe that even if we give this certain role or this certain positions to women, emotions always comes to play because that is just who they are. Do you think that's also one of the contributing factors?
Who brought out the stereotype? Men.
I mean,
they did. That's what they think we should be. I mean, I know for a fact that some of the best cooks, chef, they are male.
Yeah.
I mean, what's a female chef? A chefette? I mean, the word is chef. So men should be better cooks. You know? Or somebody who bakes, I mean, what's a bakeress?
Nothing like
it's a baker.
Yeah.
So men should be better bakers. Or what do you think? So let's forget about fighting for gender inequality. Just you go and do you and be the best version of yourself that you can be. You know, just to chip this in before Grace ask the question, historically, I learned that in the Joseon dynasty, that is in South Korea, that when they had a palace, like obviously there's always a king and with a palace and all that, the females are only the ones who attend to the dressing of both the king and the queen. Then maybe when it's time to serve the food, they are the one who come to serve the food and be the taster for the king and the queen. But when you go to the kitchen, you only see men. In fact, it was more like a taboo for you to see female cooking in the kitchen. As a way, when I saw this story, I was like, what? Really? So how did it switch? But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of men still believes that kitchen, even our past president, is a rest in peace. Well, he also always believed that other place is meant for the kitchen and the other room. Well, gratitude.
Okay, so my question is, what do you think is the root root cause for this gender? So my question is, or the question I was asking before, back to the question. What do you think is the root cause, or what are the root causes for this gender inequality? Do you think it was from way back, from our parents, from our forefathers, mothers? Did they do something wrong? Because some of these narratives have been passed down. You still hear people, or you still hear men still say, a woman is not supposed to work. You should stay at home, stay in the kitchen and cook. I should be the one working. And you still see some women would accept it. They would say, I'm not supposed to work. My husband should be the one working. I should sit at home, take care of the kids. And so what do you think are the root causes for this gender inequality?
Well, it depends on the society that one finds oneself. Like during the commercial, when I was cracking a joke that in the olden days, it was women who went to the farm to work. And the men just, well, I don't know what the men were doing, but but it was the women who would go,
wine, entertaining their visitors.
Absolutely. But the women would go to the farm, they would work, they would, and there were some female hunters, according to history, that were fantastic. Then Dahomey.
Yes.
And the women warriors. So it's like, I don't know where the narrative started, but we can now change it that a human is a human. And that being said, forget the hat. I mean, I'm fully female. Like if a guy here invites me for lunch or something, I'm not going to pick up the bill. No.
We are like queens.
Are you going to pick up the bill?
No, for what?
Will you pick up the bill?
I think it's a general thing for every woman. Nobody wants to pick up the bill, except it's not like we can't treat our men.
Oh, absolutely. I can treat my man.
Most times we want to be treated like queens.
But are we not queens?
We are.
You see, so the fact that you're even saying we want to be treated like, I am a queen. I deserve to be treated with respect. And I rule my kingdom.
I think you're taking us back in time right now. Hearing kingdom and rules and everything. Okay, so let me, in continuation to that now, do you think, even if we try to change the narrative on ground, do you think that with the times that we are, the economy and everything, do you think we are mentally capable? We have that stability to take up this mantle that we are requesting for?
That brings us to another issue entirely, mental health and the law. You see, it's still part of the conditioning. Do you think you're capable? Until you walk through the fire, you don't know how you're going to feel the heat. And there is no challenge that you face that you cannot handle to the best of your ability. Normally. Normally. So it's like, you're young. When you make your babies, don't say, oh, because you're a boy, you can't go to the kitchen. Children, come. Let us go and cook. Everybody should have the job they do in the morning. It's not that you do this. If you have a girl, this week the girl sweeps. Next week the boy sweeps. This week the girl washes the plates. Next week the boy washes the plates. Let them know that there's nothing like inequality. And when they grow up, they'll be equally willing. That is what they know. That is what they know. But if we now say, oh, no, a boy should do this, a boy should do that, and then we are our own worst problems. Because we are the ones, it's mothers that say, leave your brother, go to the kitchen. No! Everybody go to the kitchen. Everybody clean. Everybody wash clothes. I mean, look at the women footballers we have. They're good.
They're very good.
Yes.
Good. They've been winning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So supposing then we now say, okay, because you're female, you're not allowed to play soccer.
Right.
What would have happened to all those wins and accolades?
Very true.
Yes. So do you be the best version of you and don't let anybody hold you down.
Okay. Now, let me pick my question from what she said. From what she said, a question earlier. She mentioned about women that feel like, oh, I just want to stay home and all of that. Now, for a woman that has that kind of mentality and believes like, oh, I just want a soft life. I don't want to be there. I don't want to do all of that. And we are trying to change that narrative of we can actually do more. Now, how do you think such person we can? Like, I don't want to use the word stabilize the mental health, but how do you think we can help such person to be mentally ready to understand that you also have to take up this mantle, not just because of you, but because of the future? How do we do that?
Advocacy. We talk to people. shows like this, let them know that this thing you're doing, I mean, everybody loves the baby girl life. Everybody wants soft living. But can you fund that living yourself? Can you pick up your bills yourself? If you're capable of picking up your bills, keep your money and let the man do what he has to do. But we tell that you have to be able to pick up your bills before you want somebody else to pick up the bills for you. Because if that person picking up the bills decides, or it is decided for that person that he can no longer pick up the bills, what happens?
What happens?
God forbid the man dies. What happens?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we women, us, will now come and say, oh, you killed your husband. And then we women will now take the woman and scrape her hair and dehumanize her. But if the woman is a woman that she has her job, she has her backup and everything, you won't do that to her.
So invariably, you believe, or somehow you're trying to say that education, or lack, a better use of English, lack of education is one of the reasons why this gender inequality came about.
It has nothing to do with education.
Okay.
It's just conditioning. It's just conditioning. You cannot go past this. Okay. You cannot do that. Okay.
That's true.
Who was the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria? How long did it? I mean, we're still talking about that.
Yeah.
And then there are some women that will be like, no, I'm not driving though. It's my husband that was you know. So if you're going out, you don't drive, you wait for the man to drive. And then even us, when you're in traffic and you see a woman driving and the man beside you say, is she an Uber driver? Is she this? Is that her brother? We don't believe that.
Is that the husband?
No, we don't believe that. Conditioning.
We like profiling in laws in Nigeria.
Absolutely, we
Too
do
much
that.
profiling. Anyway, we're going to ask more questions. Gratitude has a question. I can see she's already like, But anyways, before you ask your question, let's go for a short break. Let's have a short break and another tip. We have a tip. Let's play the tip. I'll be right back to the studio, of course, for Gratitude to ask a question. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Genius house cleaning hacks. Spot cleaning fabrics with baby wipes. Baby wipes are surprisingly effective because they contain very little moisture, have gentle cleaning agents, and dry quickly. However, don't confuse baby's wipes with cleaning wipes, which might contain bleach or other harmful chemicals. Use tennis balls to launder comforter. Washing a bulky comforter can be a tricky business. You can machine wash most comforters in front loaders as long as the comforter fills only half the washer. Then add tennis balls to the dryer to keep the comforter's stuffing from collecting in one corner. Clean window treatments faster. Keep window treatments on the rod to save time as you clean. Instead of taking them down, use the cleaning hack of just shaking them out to remove loose dust. Then vacuum drops or curtains from top to bottom using the upholsteries attachment. Finally, vacuum floors after cleaning window treatments to pick up any fallen dust. Have your kids clean your mattress. Jumping on the bed can help freshen up your mattress. Have your kids bounce around on the bed to bring up dust from inside. Then vacuum the mattress top. If your vacuum has a beater bar, turn the bar off first. Use lemon oil and vinegar for shine. Woodwork and wood furnishings can gather dust and dirt build up over time. Regular wipe downs are necessary to keep wood looking shiny. For extra shine, mix 1 part lemon oil and 1 part white vinegar for an environmental friendly and shining cleaning hack. Must know dusting tricks. Dusting can feel like a losing battle without the proper technique. Try these clever cleaning hacks that make dusting a breeze. Clean your dishwasher with baking soda and vinegar. First, add 1 cup baking soda to the bottom of your empty dishwasher and let it sit overnight. Then run the hottest possible circle using vinegar instead of detergent to clean and deodorise your dishwasher. Remember to remove debris from the filter. Remove hard water stains. The house cleaning hack for removing hard water stains is simple. Soak paper towels in undiluted vinegar and place them on the build up. Leave overnight, then scrub and rinse. Clean faster with these products. A 50-foot 16-gauge extension cord lets you plug in your vacuum as a central location, so you can clean a whole level without stopping to find another outlet. A microfiber mop with an extension pole does ceilings and walls quickly and easily. Just remove the cover and toss it into the wash when you're done. A double-sided squeegee is the best tool for cleaning windows. Dip it in your cleaning solution of choice and work in a tight S pattern from top to bottom. Must try homemade cleaners. Homemade cleaning solutions can be just as effective as store-bought cleaners. Go all natural with these cleaning hacks that use items you already have around your home.
But now that is a genius hack for cleaning. We know Saturdays in Africa is for cleaning the house. So yes, that is an amazing way to hack and clean in just less than an hour. Well, gratitude. Let's go on.
Okay, so I want us to tilt a bit to the gender-based violence.
Okay.
There's so many ways a woman or a girl can be violated. So I feel this should be a cry for help for those girls that are sold off for marriage, or those girls that are married off to older men. You're violating their rights because one, they're not of age to get married. Okay, let me quickly share a story. When I was younger, we had this neighbor then. So this girl was 12, but she had already started saying a period. So she got betrothed to this very elderly man. The man was like in his 60s, 70s. So she got married to this man, and after a week, when they got married, she was not coming out of the house. She was locked in for almost a week with this man. After a week after the week she was with the man, we heard that she died. This girl died because she was too young to handle whatever was thrown at her. Nobody was there to save this girl. Nobody listened to her cry. The only thing they were after, she's a girl. She's already on her period. She needs to get married. Do you understand? So how can we help these girls? How can we listen to them and help them? Because I feel like there should be a certain right, a legal right put in place to help these girls that have been abused and
this
violated.
This happened in Lagos?
Yes, in Lagos.
Oh, yes. There's things to go about that. We all have human rights around us. But I would like you to respond to that. Even coming from the angle of also the law.
There are laws that actually say no to underage marriage. You have people who go defilement, all that. It's a no. But let's go back to where we started from. You're fighting for the rights of the child. Who put the child in that position? An adult? Was it the father or the mother? Most likely the mother. So the change has to start with us. Nobody comes near my daughter or my granddaughter and you tell me that she's 12 or whatever. No. I mean, there are times when, maybe I shouldn't say this, when I was on the job and I see babies that were defiled, and then the mother is like, I tell people that, praise God, it didn't happen to me. I will be the one you people are coming to bill. Yes. I will be the one you people are coming to bill because
you have done something drastic.
You don't tamper with my child. You don't. So that being said, why would I now be the one who agrees for that young, innocent child to be given to a man? Any man? No.
Either young or old.
We have to start to say no. To understand that, I mean, a 12-year-old, maybe 100 years ago, was still playing in the fields naked and, I've seen situations where children get involved and they still tuck them into bed with their dolls.
Yeah.
Because they are babies. You have babies having babies. They don't even understand what to do
What to do,
with the baby. You have adults, those in their 20s, who have babies and don't know what to do with the
Of
baby.
course.
Yeah.
Which is why we have the Omugo culture. Because an experienced woman. So why would you allow a 12-year-old to go through that? And it is we women who have to say no. No. You're not taking my daughter to give to one, to any man.
Okay, let's add a little twist to the story. Let's assume from her own story, I'm someone that is just around the neighborhood, or I'm a neighbor, and I want to fight for the right of that child. How do you think I can go about that?
This is Lagos State Citizens Mediation Center. They're even waiting, willing to accept that. In Alausa, there's an office that deals with such things. So
it's the best way to go about it is to
maybe we can start with advocacy. We're here now. Everybody listening to this program, if you are aware of that situation and you don't know where to go to the nearest police station. They have departments that deal with such situations.
Great. I think that's
I'm holding brief for Nigerian police.
I think that's also a very great one. Now, okay, moving forward. Now, as we have been positioning ourselves, I think a lot of time on the woman. Now, let's talk about the men too, because we need to speak with them. They are the one who feel, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't sound okay, but they are the same person that wants to still get married to a very young child who should probably be like their daughter or even granddaughter if possible, or somebody she could have taken as a younger sister and tutor and teach the right way in life. But yet they end up doing that. Talk about the pedophiles, talk about people who just want to abuse you even as an adult. They see a fellow young lady who is also an adult. The first thing that comes to mind is they want to violate you. They might find a way to, toast you, ask you out, but at the end, the goal is they just want to violate you. Now, what would you tell those men out there? Either by advice or be careful or we arrest you. I don't know. It's up to you.
First of all, as a woman, don't put yourself in that position where a man would be able to take advantage of you. How do you put yourself not in that position? By knowing what is right, acceptable, and what is wrong. We, the older ones, have to tell the younger ones, you don't need a man to validate you. Be your own best version. School is fantastic, yes, but not everybody is privileged to go to school. So if you have your business that you're running, run your business effectively. Don't say, oh, I can't pay my fees, I can't do this, I need a man to do this or that. Or you're at the bus stop waiting for us, and then this man now parks and says, oh, where are you going? I have my money, I'm waiting for the bus. So why would you hop in the car? Don't put yourself in that position. And then men.
Oh my word.
I'm not talking about the older ones, but the ones we are nurturing. Let them know that your woman is the best thing that could ever happen to you. And you have to be protective of the women in your life. Your mother, your sister, your daughter, your friends. Don't even think, what pleasure is 12-year-old?
What exactly do you want?
I think it's pedophilia.
I think it's mental problem.
I don't understand it.
I think it's not even a mental problem. I think we're trying to give it a good name.
It's conditioning because they know it is acceptable. They know it's acceptable, that nothing will happen. But if you know that you go after a 12-year-old and you're caught and you get castrated,
you will do that again.
Well, if you're castrated, you can't do it again. So
Definitely.
Oh wow! I like the fact that you're talking to the men out there, both the old and the young, and that's beautiful. And we have spoken to the women out there. Now, for some intending mothers, I know you've done this, but I want you to do it again, just the way you're speaking to them individually. For some intending mothers who are about to give birth or planning to get married, get settled, what advice will you give to them to be part of the people that will start advocating, starting with themselves? Now they're planning to get married, or they are pregnant, or about to deliver, or they just gave birth. What would you tell them?
first and foremost, you are you. You're not subservient to a man. What are you bringing to the table? You're getting married. You're bringing your good self. You're going to be a companion, a partner, a friend, a lover, a mother to your husband. So know that. That shows that you're already the ultimate.
Yeah.
And then your beautiful figure eight is going to be ruined. It may never snap back. So you're bringing something to the table that the man does not have the ability to bring. That's 2 strikes out for him. So when you get pregnant, you're going to have mood swings, challenges, morning sickness, a whole catalog of, and then the final pain after 40 weeks. So know that you're something very, very special. And don't let anybody take that for granted. So you can even talk to your unborn child. Start the process of encouragement. I'm told that babies hear they recognize their mother's voices. Yes. So you start by telling your unborn child, whether you're a boy or you're a girl, you're going to be greater than I am. You're going to, you know the prayers that we pray and stuff like that, which I don't want to go, so that I don't start praying here now. So having said that, you now go to the next stage, you have the baby. Don't let anybody come and say, what did you give birth to? No, I gave birth to baby.
Yes.
And you start encouraging that child. And everybody in your community is going to join you. It's the way you call your name that people will help you call it.
Yes.
Of course.
I'm not sure if that's the correct but you understand what I'm saying. So it's like, I gave birth to a girl. Fantastic. This is my queen, my princess, my baby. And by then, the man that has been dreaming of having a little mini guy to take, to play football and stuff, would now say, oh, wow, my daughter is so gorgeous. She's a princess, daddy's girl. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So we are the ones who have to use our mouths to determine what we want for the children there. And you cannot give what you don't have.
You can't.
If you feel you're awesome, you're perfect, you're the best thing that had happened to that man. Problem solved now.
Problem solved. I totally agree. Once you believe you're the perfect answers to that man, and same thing likewise the man, I think that's problem solved. Or will I say problem half solved? The rest is now for the training of the child and what you keep telling that child every day as he or she grows. Now, this is amazing. I don't know. I can't ask any question because our time is up. But gratitude, I don't know if you have something you want to ask. Okay, because of our time, I do not want to do this. But I would just say thank you so much, Mar, for being on the show. And thank you you just said something. You changed the narrative. You said, treat us like a queen. No. You just made us understand that we are queens. Why use the statement of treat me like? Why is it a like? Treat me as a queen.
That I am.
Okay. So yes, we've learned that one, and that's a very good take home for all of us here. Apologies to my teammates who are guys. Treat yourself. Okay, anyways, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the program.
Thank you.
Absolutely, it was fun.
Thank you so very much. And yes, we've come to the end of today's episode of Women's Corner. Thank God it's Friday edition. It's been so much fun having Barrister in the house. She has educated every one of us basically, from the married to the unmarried, from the young to the old to the middle-aged. Men, women, everybody, she has actually touched every aspect, and we're grateful for that. So that is another good way to just sign out. So I'll see you pretty soon on the buzz. We'll talk about what's buzzing and trending on social media. Until then, you have a lovely Friday and amazing weekend for yourself. My name is Rose Blossom. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for joining us on this exciting and educative episode of Women's Corner. Today is Friday, so treat yourself as a queen. Take yourself out. Make sure you are all glammed up, you are good, and you are beautiful, girl. You are a queen. My name is Gratitude Imokode, your Gen Z host. Goodbye.